Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jay Silver and we're out here in beautiful Crystal River, Florida, where we're tackling a serious issue that affects many waterfront properties, and that is seawall erosion and soil loss. This is a story of how we will stabilize this seawall and stop soil loss with our cutting edge 1-part polyurethane grout injections. Whether you're a contractor, a homeowner, or you're just curious of how Helicon fights back against soil erosion and soil loss on seawalls, stay with us until the end of this video. This seawall protects the homeowner's property on actual Crystal River, but over time, pressure, tidal flows, movement of the water, and specifically Hurricane Helene has caused cracks, little crevices in soil to erode over time. As you see here, look at this. You see this depression here where the soil has eroded and we're getting soil loss out onto the water side of the seawall. Here's the other example of the soil loss down here behind the wall. And if you can come around to the front side of the wall, you can see a crack in the wall, and that's where soil loss is occurring. Now you might be wondering, what's the difference between a freshwater seawall and a saltwater seawall? Great question. Freshwater environments typically have less corrosion, so you don't have the saltwater, or in this case, brackish water, attacking, if there is a crack in the seawall, the steel structural elements. If you can zoom in here on this crack, you can see where the rebar that's been exposed is starting to rust. Now that may happen in freshwater as well, but it's going to take much more time. In this case, we can address this now. The homeowner's getting this sealed up and protect that rebar from further corrosion. Saltwater seawalls, on the other hand, face the challenge of constant corrosion and chemical breakdown. So it's even more key to maintain those seawalls' soil stability to protect tie rods and tiebacks that are in the ground, as well as that soil stability protects the wall from having any of the cracks like we showed here and exposing the rebar concrete to spalling and corrosion in the structural element of the wall. The issue started small. A little dip here, a void over here, and by the time we got the call, there was already a break in the wall, a crack, and we were rapidly losing soil through the wall. Without intervention, this could have led to severe structural failure, costing the homeowner hundreds of thousands in seawall replacement. Remember, treating the problem proactively can save homeowners 60 to 80% or more over seawall replacement. Our plan: inject 200 gallons of SWRP1, a 1-part polyurethane grout, strategically along the linear path of the seawall. This material is amazing. Injected underground, it stabilizes loose soil, fills voids, and seals cracks, stopping soil loss from further occurring. Since we create a watertight barrier behind the wall, that hydrostatic pressure from rainwater runoff needs somewhere to release. So once we're done sealing and stabilizing the soil behind the wall, we'll install jet filters, which are hydrostatic pressure relief valves behind the wall. This will protect the wall from any water forces and pressure buildup behind the wall, allowing it to release over onto the riverside. After polyurethane injection and jet filter installation, the soil will be stabilized, voids filled, and hydrostatic pressure under control. The result a watertight seawall ready to protect this home for decades to come. No digging, no heavy reconstruction equipment, just modern technology solving age-old erosion problems. If you notice soil loss, cracks, or sinkholes behind your seawall, don't wait until it's too late. Our team specializes in eco-friendly seawall repair, chemical grout injections, and pressure relief valve systems, bringing strength and stability to your shoreline structures. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell to follow along with more real-world repair stories and behind-the-scenes looks of foundation repair and soil stabilization throughout Florida.